Determining who bears the responsibility for equipment requirements depends heavily on the specific context and the agreements in place. Without a clear specification within the documentation or applicable regulations, it is difficult to definitively state whether the onus falls on the manufacturer of the equipment or the facility owner. Several factors can influence this determination. Firstly, contractual agreements between the manufacturer and the facility owner are crucial. These agreements often outline specific responsibilities regarding equipment performance, safety standards, and compliance with relevant regulations. Carefully reviewing these contracts will reveal whether the manufacturer is responsible for ensuring the equipment meets certain standards before delivery, or if the facility owner assumes responsibility upon purchase and installation. Secondly, industry-specific regulations and standards play a significant role. Various industries have established regulations governing the design, manufacture, and operation of equipment. These regulations may specify which party is responsible for ensuring compliance. For instance, if the equipment is subject to specific safety certifications, the regulations may dictate whether the manufacturer is responsible for obtaining those certifications or whether the facility owner is responsible for verifying compliance after installation. Thirdly, local, state, and federal laws can also impact the allocation of responsibility. These laws may impose specific obligations on either the manufacturer or the facility owner regarding equipment safety, environmental impact, or other relevant concerns. Understanding these legal requirements is essential for determining who is ultimately responsible for ensuring compliance. Fourthly, the nature of the equipment itself can be a determining factor. For highly specialized or custom-designed equipment, the manufacturer may bear greater responsibility for ensuring it meets the specific requirements of the facility. In contrast, for more standardized or off-the-shelf equipment, the facility owner may assume greater responsibility for ensuring it is properly installed and operated. Fifthly, the intended use of the equipment is relevant. If the equipment is intended for a specific application within the facility, the manufacturer may be responsible for ensuring it is suitable for that purpose. However, if the facility owner modifies the equipment or uses it in a manner not intended by the manufacturer, the facility owner may assume greater responsibility for any resulting issues. Sixthly, warranty provisions can also shed light on the allocation of responsibility. Warranties typically outline the manufacturer's obligations regarding equipment defects or performance issues. Reviewing the warranty terms can help determine the extent to which the manufacturer is responsible for addressing any problems that may arise. Seventhly, industry best practices can provide guidance on allocating responsibility. Although not legally binding, industry best practices often reflect a consensus view on how equipment should be designed, manufactured, installed, and operated. These practices may suggest that either the manufacturer or the facility owner is best positioned to ensure compliance with certain requirements. Eighthly, insurance policies can also play a role. Insurance policies may cover certain liabilities arising from equipment malfunctions or non-compliance with regulations. Reviewing these policies can help determine which party is responsible for bearing the financial consequences of any such issues. Ninthly, documentation provided with the equipment is important. Manuals, specifications, and other documentation often outline the manufacturer's recommendations regarding installation, operation, and maintenance. These recommendations can help clarify the respective responsibilities of the manufacturer and the facility owner. Tenthly, communication between the manufacturer and the facility owner is essential. Open communication can help ensure that both parties understand their respective responsibilities and that any potential issues are addressed proactively. By considering these factors, the facility owner and the manufacturer can work together to determine who is ultimately responsible for ensuring compliance with equipment requirements.